switched the team in that game while we're waiting. Okay. Cool.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights, Ohio. It's day number 2 of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Tim Nichols, along with the CVCA Livestream crew, we've rested up, gotten about 8 hours of shut-eye for the best of us, maybe about 6 for others, and we're back in action with 4 more games today on Saturday, the second of 4 days of hockey here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. And first up this afternoon, or this morning as it were, the 11:30 a.m. start, it's the NDCL Lions and the Kenston Bombers, who will compete against each other in this second game for each of the 2 teams. Yesterday, in the first day of the tournament, we had a good afternoon. We've got some highlights to share with you, at least some key takeaways from that first day of the tournament. Here we are. The Comets and the Bombers rolled in the first 2 games of the tournament. That is the Amherst Steel Comets and these Kenston Bombers, both with big wins. Amherst Steel against NDCL and Kenston against Normandy, both picking up wins, setting up a potential matchup tomorrow. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. In this third game of the day, Small came up big. That's Ty Small from Avon, a hat trick, and he led the Avon Eagles to a victory over Aurora. But that game had featured Max Stefano in goal for the Aurora Greenmen, and despite the losing effort for his team, Stefano stood tall in goal and made 51 saves. Max protection for Max Stefano. We'll see more of him later on this evening. And then in the nightcap, the CVCA Royals, Cord Stegmeyer recorded a hat trick, and it was Stegmeyer who initiated the comeback as CVCA was down 2-0 at the end of the first period. But Stegmeyer got the first, third, and final goals of the night, and CVCA staved off a frantic late comeback by Worthington Kilbourne, who got 2 in the last 90 seconds, one with the empty net and a second one with the man advantage as well, but could not come back from 3 goals down late. So CVCA victorious in the nightcap, and that was the way the first day went. The winners were Amherst Steel, Kenston, Avon, and CVCA on day number 1. And we'll take a look at the standings going into day number 2. Before we get started, the Royal Division and the White Division, the winners of these 2 divisions, will play each other in the championship game on Monday night at 7:30 here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, and also on CVCA Livestream. Again, Avon and CVCA both 1-0 in the Royal Division, and Amherst Steel and Kenston both 1-0 in the White Division. And so we will see how the standings and the games play out over the course of the next 2 afternoons and evenings before we get into the matchups for Monday. Here, speaking of matchups, it is Kenston against NDCL, and as we mentioned, the Bombers came out firing on all cylinders yesterday in their game against Normandy. They broke open a 3-1 game at the end of the first period with 5 second period goals against the Invaders to pull away and ultimately win that game by the score of 9-2. NDCL was in a very tough matchup against Amherst Steel. The Lions, coming out of the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue South Developmental Division, were matched up with a red opponent in Amherst Steel, the red being the top division in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League 3-division setup. And the result was pretty much as expected, although to the credit of Keith Aboud and his Lions, the head coach for the NDCL Lions, there was no give up in NDCL at all during that game. They got down large early, but continued to plug away. They got a goal, and they nearly extended the game to the expected duration. The 11-1 final score, certainly not indicative of the effort put forth by these Lions, who are having a pretty good season for themselves, and Keith Aboud in his second year, I believe it is, here at NDCL, the longtime coach here in Northeast Ohio. Those Lions recorded a couple of wins right out of the gate to start the season against Twinsburg and Cleveland Heights. They got a tie against Bay in their third game. It started out 2-0-1, which was a great start. Picked up another win later on against Bay, and then another win against Cleveland Heights. So they've got 4 wins and a tie on the season. They have played primarily in the Blue Division, so today is another step up for the Lions. The Blue South Division NDCL Lions will play the White North Division Kenston Bombers. The Bombers, winners of 30 games a year ago, 30-plus games, I believe it was, but fell short in the Barron Cup when Strongsville upset both CVCA and Kenston in back-to-back games, knocking off the top 2 teams in the White Division a year ago. And the Bombers, despite the fantastic season they had, did not go away with the trophy a year ago, but nevertheless, certainly very powerful. They lost a little bit of that power, but they still got a lot of it with a couple of high scores on the Kenston Bombers, among them Gavin Rowell, who had 129 points plus a year ago. He got 3 more goals yesterday and has 23 goals on the season already. So, again, as it has been the situation since we started this tournament, with 4 games in about an 8-hour window. No starting lineups announced, no anthems today. We're just going to right to hockey. So NDCL will start off going left to right. They're wearing their NDCL blue with gold numerals and white trim. Kenston wearing the white with the powder blue, Kenston powder blue numerals ensconced in red. They'll go right to left. They drop the puck, and day number 2 is underway here at the Kostel Rec Center in the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Tim Nichols along with you, and the Lions control the puck to start out, and they're going to move into the offensive zone, sent in by Joshua Hollabaugh. Around the boards it goes, and it's dumped back deep by Bryce Goling. Hollabaugh centers, and a shot and a score, and the Lions are on the prowl early. It's 1-0 NDCL 20 seconds into the contest. Here it is on the replay. A perfect centering pass and a defensive lapse for Kenston. Right there, uncontested. The goal scored by the Lions, and it's 1-0. The goal scored by number 6, Bryce Goling, and it's 1-0 Lions. And they control the puck again. Clara Sturger tries to break it out. It's sent forward to neutral ice, and now Kenston will bring it in. The Bombers have it taken away. For a moment there, it was Carmela Nielsen. But here comes Goling trying to get up ice again. Chips it forward ahead, and chasing after it is Luke Miller. Miller will lose it, and it's chipped forward. On defense, then NDCL will send it back to the neutral zone, but it's knocked back in by Kenston. Luke Miller sends it down the ice, and we're going to get an icing call for the first time. Stoppage with 1:05 gone, 13:55 early here in this first period of play. We've got a correction on the goal scored. It was scored by number 19, Patrick O'Brien. Nevertheless, it's still 1-0. We'll see if we can get another look at that in just a few moments, maybe at the next stoppage. Meanwhile, play continues, and Kenston trailing 1-0. Centering past Nielsen. Will knock it low. It's loose in the slot. A shot coming, and a save by the goaltender. Nate McClellan on his belly made that save, and it's iced again. All right, let's see if we can tee up that first goal one more time. And here it comes. And you're going to see, here it is, Patrick O'Brien ranging in, unguarded. and put it in the back of the net, the senior for NDCL. And we continue play now. The shot goes in and it goes wide. That was Rowell with his first attempt of the afternoon. Luke Mack dumps it back down low. J.C. Pustai has it swept away by the McClellan, the goaltender, who's on his knees from the point. It's sent around. Kenston controlling in the offensive zone. And a little unorthodox strategy by the goaltender McClellan, who's been on his knees this entire possession by the Kenston Bombers. And here comes NDCL again. Luke Miller gets into the offensive zone but has it taken away. Rowell almost shoots on his own net. Lives to tell about it. And here comes Luke Mack. Mack taken down, and we're going to get the first penalty of the afternoon. Touched up. A tripping call coming up, and the Kenston Bombers will go out on the power play. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. And the Bombers with an early chance to get the equalizer. Into the box goes number 6, and that is Bryce Galling. Power play commences, and the Bombers, Pustai in the corner, has it poke checked away. Sends it far side with space. Up to the right point. Shot, and is off the iron, and ricochets into the corner. Sent back up to the left point. Mack will send it back down low. 12 minutes to go, first period. Rowell up to the high point. Mack, he'll fire. Saved by the goaltender McClellan. And the Lions clear it out to center ice. And we've got a slashing call. And that'll do it for the power play. The box opens, and in it will go J.C. Pustai. So the power play is abbreviated. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey. Time of the penalty to Pustai for slashing, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 18 seconds, and then NDCL will have a 42-second power play. Should we get that far without further infringements. Here's a breakaway chance for Kenston. Ranging in and shooting, and missing the net altogether was Rowell. But now there's a goal on the second opportunity, and Kenston ties it up at 1-1. So watch what happens here. It's loose in front, and it looks like Carmela Nielsen with a backhanded, sweet, pretty goal for Carmela, and that may be her first of the season. She came in with no goals, 5 assists to start the tournament. She may have scored yesterday. There were a lot of Kenston goals yesterday, so 1-1. 4-on-4 hockey continues. The Lions into the offensive zone. It's Hollabaugh. Has it taken away, and Kenston will head up ice. Still 44 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Clara Sturger reverses. O'Brien surveys, sends it forward. It's chipped out to center ice where the Bombers will take control. Back into the offensive zone for Kenston. Charlie McBride skates behind the net. Surveys, looking for someone to center to. Finally up to the high point. Back to the near side. Nielsen sends it down low. Sweeps it behind the net. 18 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Nicholas Nyazov in the corner. He's got the attention of Clara Sturger and also Hollabaugh. It's up and cleared out with 3 seconds to go and a whistle. We may have another infringement. And we do. Into the box is going number 8, Nicholas Nyazov. And so that presents an interesting predicament. We have a 5-on-4 power play for, actually a 4-on-3 power play for 1 second, and then we're going to have a 5-on-3 for an extended period of time. And the 5-on-3 starts for another 40 seconds for NDCL. Shot and a save by the goaltender. In today is Nick Svoboda, number 29. Yesterday, Logan Linz got the start, so Svoboda is the other goaltender. Comes in with a 90% save percentage, a 3.00 goals against average. So 35 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and then we'll go to 5-on-4. Puck is dropped down and it's sent into the corner. McBride tries to dig it out, and he can't, but his teammate does. And here comes Kenston. Luke Mack takes a chance. It's blocked, and here come the Lions the other way. A shot is knocked into the corner. Sent up to the point. Miller will skate in. He's going to take a chance. Rebound in front, loose. And a second shot is knocked aside. The 5-on-3 expires. And one man is released. That's Pustai. The 5-on-4 will continue now for another minute and 16 seconds. Still 1-1. Patrick O'Brien and Carmela Nielsen, the two goal scorers for the Lions and Bombers respectively. Face off to the right of Svoboda. Centered. And Nielsen gets in the way of that. And she is going to clear it out to neutral ice. Pustai, cross ice, looking for Mack. Mack will just circle, waste some time, sends it back further. 1 minute to go on the penalty time. To Nyazov. Here comes a shorthanded bid into the offensive zone. Pustai glides, centers in front, taken away by Sturger. She'll send it up ice, but cannot connect. It comes right back to Luke Mack. Luke Mack into the offensive zone. Nice job on defense by Nick Davis. Loose in front, and now the Lions will try and build out with 30 seconds remaining on the penalty time. Too far for Colin Kranak. And sent out by Kenston. Mack into the offensive zone. Cross ice into the corner, looking for Nielsen. And it's just iced down by NDCL. Still has 11 seconds remaining on their power play, but they have not been able to muster much. 8 minutes and 42 seconds to go. 20 seconds into this contest, Patrick O'Brien scored for the Lions to give them a brief 1-0 lead. Carmela Nielsen evened up a couple of minutes later. And that's where we remain for the moment. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Kenston Bombers, who are on the penalty kill. They have 11 more seconds to go. Controlled and sent down the ice, and it will be iced once again. So 4 seconds ticks off. Almost as if NDCL were on the penalty kill, as they were the way they're icing it down the rink on the last two draws. 8:38 to go, first period. First of 4 today on day number 2 here at the Kostel Rec Center. Kenston keeps this in, and the penalty time will expire. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 8.5 minutes to go, first period. Rowell into the corner. He circles. Still on his blade. Looking. And still skating. He's going to fire. And he's going to score. Gavin Rowell, through a crowd, finds the back of the net. He makes it 2-1 Kenston. The leading scorer for the Bombers just lined up, and you'll see it. And it was pretty hard for McClellan. He had a couple guys right in front of him. And again, he's playing on his knees most of the time, which makes it very difficult to move side to side. And Rowell just found the opening and put that in the back of the net to take the first lead of the day for Kenston. McClellan is a sophomore, taken over in goal this year for the Lions. Here comes another chance potentially. Anna Ademic manned that space between the pipes for the Lions for the last couple of years. Gone to graduation. And that is sent down the ice, and it will have to be played by Carmela Nielsen. Nielsen starts up ice. Cannot connect on the pass. It's poked back to the red line and then dumped in. McClellan kicks it to the side. Behind the net, Luke Miller. Cross ice, dangerous pass, and it does end up in the blade of a Kenston bomber. That's Nyazov. And O'Brien pirouettes, tripping over the stick of his own goaltender. You get to watch it again. And not quite a triple sow cow for Patrick O'Brien, but he lived to tell about it. Loose and fun once again. From the slot, that shot is blocked. Into the corner it goes, and Nyazov is after it. Luke Miller, though, comes up with it. Miller stick handles. He'll start up ice. Looking for number 3, that's Gavin Napton. Shot and a save by Svoboda, who will glove it down. And the Bombers will change up with 7:01. Svoboda will watch the face-off to his left. Kenston controls, and they've got a 2-on-1. Rowell skates right in. Danger, and a save by McClellan. He just made himself as big as he could be on the bottom side. If Rowell could have elevated, he had the whole top of the net. And you watch it again right there. Nice job by Nate McClellan. 6:51, first period. 2-1 Kenston. Puck loose in the corner. Rowell. Up to the right point, dumped down low. Now near side. Set all the way out to center ice. Controlling is McBride. McBride finds Rowell. Rowell has it poke checked away. The Bombers in the offensive zone. A shot and blocker down. Second shot goes wide. Good chance right there for NDCL, looking for the tying goal. But here comes the Bombers once again. 3-on-1. Shot and a save. Second shot and a score. McClellan got the first one. He could not get the second one. And Kenston puts another one in the back of the net, as you watch it right here. The first shot McClellan got, but the rebound was right there, and Luke Mack came in and deposited in the back of the net. Time of that goal, 8 minutes and 56 seconds. Kenston 3, NDCL 1. Back underway. Luke Miller gained the zone for an instant, but take it away, and now Kenston will reset up. Eddie Kuzma with some speed gets hooked, and he's going to draw a penalty. And so the Bombers will go back up on the power play. And right there, the evidence on film. Into the box goes number 3. That's Gavin Napton. 2 minutes for hooking at 9:18. So Kenston up 3-1 and looking for more. Cross ice, shot, knocked down in front, and sent up and out to neutral ice. The Bombers will reset up. Under 5.5 to go, first period. Nyazov gets stood up at the blue line. Nice job on defense there by Joshua Hollabaugh. Up ice it comes, and back into the offensive zone, Kuzma. Kuzma leaves it for a teammate. It's blocked down. Danny Offit is ranging in there. Centering pass, shot up and loose in the crease, and swept out of harm's way. Around the back of the net, the boards, behind the net by Kuzma. Up to the right point and kept in with 1:08. Still not cleared. Gloved aside into the corner by McClellan. Miller chips it to himself, and now Goaling clears down the ice. Miller pestering. It comes out to the red line and sent back in. 45 seconds to go in the penalty time. Bombers with speed into the offensive zone. McBride behind the net. Surveys up to the point. Right back to the near side. Ricochets down low. Set around the boards. And send up and cleared. And penalty coming. A delayed penalty on NDCL. Goalie is retreated. It's 6-on-4. In the offensive zone with a delayed penalty. Saved and to the near side. Sent out to the neutral zone. Rowell is on. Rowell will reset. Gains the offensive zone. Empty net with a delayed penalty. Rowell behind the net. Surveys. Shot. Saved again by McClellan. Play continues. 6-on-4 for Kenston. And finally touched up in the corner. And the hold will be called on NDCL. The prior penalty had expired through all that delayed penalty, so we're going to go back to 5-on-4 as you see the end of that play here. Kenston trying to tap another one home. So in the box goes number 6, Bryce Goaling. 2 minutes for holding. As we mentioned, the prior penalty had expired, and so it'll be another 2-minute 5-on-4 power play for the Bombers. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes and 39 seconds, so 3:21 remains here in the first period. Kenston controls the faceoff. Rowell ranges across the blue line to the right, has some pressure, but still has it. And finally, it's dispossessed and cleared down the ice right to the right of Svoboda. McBride will start out. Too far, and it will be icing against Kenston. They reset to the right of Svoboda. Puck is dropped down, but controlled by NDCL. Dumped in by Luke Miller. Now on the near side, sent in deeper by Gavin Napton. Loose in front. It just ricocheted right out in front there, and Svoboda was surprised by that, but the Bombers pick up the puck. Long shot, and a save by McClellan. You see that play right there where it just came right in front of Svoboda. He was looking up the ice and the puck just appeared. 2:38 to go, first period. Kenston 3, NDCL 1. They win the faceoff and they send the puck bouncing down the ice. Svoboda will start out long pass to Rowell. Connects with him at the red line, and he'll enter into the zone and he'll score. Another goal for Gavin Rowell, an assist to the goaltender, Nick Svoboda. Rowell lights the lamp again, and it's 4-1 on a power play goal. 2:23 remains. In period number 1. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. Another save by McClellan. Carmela Nielsen keeps it in. But she gets dispossessed and it's sent back down the ice. Where Connor Murphy is in, freshman for Kenston. He'll dump it in. McClellan will just leave it for a teammate. Sent forward, but now cleared out to center ice. Kenston will control once again, and dumping it in deep is Nyazov. He'll chase after it in the corner and get to it, but it's taken away from him and sent back up, but kept in at the point. A shot knocked down in front and controlled by the Lions. Davis from the left will shoot, and a save by Svoboda. Nick Davis generates an opportunity right there. You're going to see him ranged to his left and get on his forehand, and Svoboda covered that. Final 80 seconds of the first period. Face-off controlled, or one back to NDCL, but not controlled. And here comes a 2-on-1 for the Bombers. Centering pass knocked down in front. Nice job on defense. That was Davis again. A couple of good minutes from him on this shift. Carmela Nielsen sends it up ice, but kept in and sent down by Goaling. Into the corner. Bombers control. Final minute of the first period. 4-1 Kenston. 4 straight after Patrick O'Brien started the scoring for NDCL with just 20 seconds into the contest. Icing on NDCL. We'll have a face-off in the Kenston offensive zone with 43 seconds to go in period number 1. 3 more games this afternoon after this one, and this evening 3 more days, including this one of hockey here in Garfield Heights. Face-off 1 back to Nielsen. D to D. Sent in and ranges over the net. Puck battle won by J.C. Pustai. Pustai still controls. He'll center, looks for Nielsen, she'll shoot. Just wide of the net. 24 seconds left. Kenston looking for another goal here in the first period. But taken away and countering. NDCL dispossessed. Headed up ice was Clara Sturger. She had the puck poked away and went into the zone. It was brought back in. So offsides was the call with 13 seconds left. Final 10 seconds. Lions will dump it in. It deflects far side boards. J.C. Pustai will skate it out at the end of 1 period of play. The score, the Kenston Bombers 4 and the NDCL Lions 1. The teams will head off to the locker rooms for the first intermission. So that'll give us an opportunity to hear from CVCA once again. Here's a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. That video too good not to use. Get a look at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Obviously, the open house on October 24th has long since passed, but we'd love to meet you at CVCA. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. We host a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families like you. There are plenty of opportunities to get a closer look. You can register for an event, schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience for your son or your daughter. For more information or to sign up, please visit cvcaroyals.org/admissions. We're glad you're tuned in to CVCA Livestream coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament at the first intermission in the first game of the second day, and that's a mouthful. It is the Kenston Bombers 4 and the NDCL Lions 1. We'd like to remind you, if you tuned in yesterday or you're tuning in for the first time today, inform you that the CVCA Livestream is independent of the school, but works in conjunction with CVCA. It is the 5th year of CVCA Livestream, and it has been 100% volunteer staffing with professional production since the get-go. But the cost to do CVCA Livestream has been borne by this team historically, but for the first time this year, we're asking you to support, or giving you the opportunity to support what we're doing here with CVCA Livestream. And you can do that by making a donation to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy at their donation website interface, cvcaroyals.org/give-now, or take a picture of that QR code. It'll take you right to that interface. If you are so moved to make a donation to support what we are doing, all the money donated goes into helping us with equipment. None of it goes into our pockets, but it is our privilege to bring this coverage to you. We simply ask that if and when you do give, you make a reference to CVCA Livestream in the comments section so that those that handle the donations know exactly where to allocate the funds. We thank you for watching CVCA Livestream historically. We thank you for tuning in today. And we hope you continue to enjoy the coverage. Thank you for your support of CVCA Livestream. It is the first intermission of game number 1. And once again, the score is the Kenston Bombers 4 and the NDCL Lions 1. We're going to give you a quick break. After 4 games yesterday and 1 period today, we're going to give me a quick break. And our team, it's time to support the folks that make the good lozenges and allow us to continue talking. So we'll be back in about 4.5 minutes. We'll give you highlights from the first period and get you ready for second period action. You're watching the CVCA Christmas Tournament on CVCA Livestream. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center, Garfield Heights, Ohio. You're watching CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Score at the first intermission of the first game of the day is Kenston 4 and NDCL 1. It was the Lions, though, who got on the board first. And we're going to show some highlights to you of the goals in the first period. Early on, right out of the gate, Patrick O'Brien got things started just 20 seconds into the game with this goal that beat Nick Svoboda. And the Lions led 1-0. Carmela Nielsen, though, tied it up a couple of minutes later. Nice backhanded goal right here. They made it 1-1. Gavin Rowell wound up after skating through the zone, what seemed like a short eternity, and fired one there and gave the Bombers the lead. Here's the third goal on a nice putback by Luke Mack. 2-on-1, a 3-on-1 opportunity, and then Rowell wound up, entered the zone, and beat the goaltender McClellan again. That was a rush that was started out by a long pass from the goaltender, Nick Svoboda, who got an assist on the play. Rowell, his second of the day from Svoboda. 4-1, Kenston leading at the end of one. 15 minutes is back up on the clock. The Zamboni has done its work, but neither team has re-entered the arena. So right now we'll take a look at the schedule for the CVCA Christmas Tournament. You saw a bit of this yesterday, but now we're looking ahead at today's schedule. On the upper right-hand side, it's Kenston and NDCL right now. The next game, we'll see the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves look for their first win against Avon, who is 1-0 in the tournament. Normandy and Amherst Steel will be the 5 o'clock game, and tonight's nightcap, CVCA will host Aurora, the Greenmen. And that'll do it for day number 2. We'll be back in action 4 more games tomorrow to wrap up the round-robin play. I guess it's not a full round-robin with 8 teams involved, but the preliminary rounds. NDCL, and again in the opener against Normandy tomorrow, Aurora and Kilbourne. A nice matchup in Amherst Steel and Kenston, and then CVCA and Avon in the nightcap tomorrow. The standings at the end of 3 days will pit the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st teams against each other in each of the Royal and White divisions, and you see the standings right there. Avon, CVCA, Amherst Steel, and Kenston winners yesterday. But still, a lot of games to be played, and see those standings fluctuate perhaps by the time we get to tomorrow evening, and we set the matchups for Monday. Bombers are making their way through the gate, or the door, as it were. The locker rooms are here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center off the lobby area, so the players have to run right through, or not run, but walk through the lobby to get into the ice arena. So Kenston returning, and NDCL in front of them, so both teams back and ready to go here as we get ready for second period action. Svoboda skates out to our left. It's the long change period, so he'll defend the goal to our left and to your left as you look through the lens of our camera. And to our right, Nate McClellan will set up shop.
Yeah, the Lions struck first. That was unexpected. Yeah. Good for them. Putting up a fight.
Final instructions from Keith Abood and Coach Tom Moores, his counterpart with Kenston. And we see that Coach Moores has got the Christmas Santa hat in Kenston colors, set up for the Christmas tournament. Breaking that out once again. I think we saw it in the pre-Christmas tournament down in Kent at Kent State University Ice Arena in the Karen Barlow tournament that took place the weekend before Christmas. So getting some good use out of that Santa hat. The team's back on the ice. Joshua Hollowall waits. The delay right now is the goal to our right as the referees get it affixed to its moorings for Nate McClellan. And now it's set, and we're just about ready to go for period number 2. Tim Nichols along with you. We're glad you are along with us. And the puck is dropped down. We are ready to go and underway in period number 2. Delayed offside on Kenston early here. And so unable to clear it out are the Lions. Pustai skates and centers in front. It's knocked back into the near side corner where Rowell has it. He sends it up to Mack. Mack along the boards, back down deep in the corner to Rowell. Centering pass shot for Pustai is knocked aside into the corner. Cycled back down low. Pustai is on it. Evades a couple of Lions. It trickles into the corner back to Mack again on the near side board. Send it back low. Skating in on a backhanded shot and a save by McClellan to start this second period. The bird's eye view from right behind the net. Back underway. It's controlled by the Bombers. D to D. Shot goes wide. NDCL will try and clear, but it's a struggle. It's kept in, but finally controlled by the Lions. To the near side corner, O'Brien. It's bumped off the puck, and Mack takes it back into the offensive zone. His shot attempt is deflected, but it comes right back to him. He'll send it on goal and gloved down by McClellan. 4-1. Both sides change up. Early second period action here from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Danny Offit takes the draw for Kenston. They control. The puck is deflected to the far side and cleared out to center ice. And ranging back on it for the Bombers is Charlie McBride. McBride angles it on the boards, or off the boards, but is dumped back down low, but only Kenston players down to get it. Cross ice pass is to no one and sent right back in deep by Nick Davis. And the Bombers will build out. Ava Moore is on the ice for her first shift of the day. And she'll handle the puck. Sends it in, but taken right back out. But two Lions run into each other. It was O'Brien and a number 7, which we don't have a number 7 on the roster for the Lions. So we get a name on that perhaps during the intermission. Right now, though, the number is 16, and that is Danny Offit, who sends one in and a save by McClellan. Another look at that big collision. As we get ready to restart play, 12:49 to go. Luke Mack has the puck taken away from him. It's into the corner, but kept in by Nielsen. She sends it down low. Pustai, he'll handle behind the net. J.C. Pustai. That poked away from him and sent up and trickles out. And so the Bombers will have to reset. In the offensive zone for Kenston, Nielsen on the far side. She's pushed up into the boards. Gets tangled up. Meanwhile, Kenston will take another shot and goes wide. Up to the point. Troy Whelan. And it trickles to the near far side corner. Bryce Goling. Can't control. Another shot and another save by McClellan. Wholesale changes for both sides once again as you get another look. Bombers up to 19 shots. And we'll have another quick face-off as that is deflected into the netting. Offit, a senior, takes that draw. Getting some playing time. Cross ice all the way up to the left point. Whelan dumps it down low. Sent to the far side. And unable to clear. It gets right back in on goal, and McClellan makes another save. All Bombers right now. McClellan with another shot, or another save on another shot. It comes in again, and McClellan dives on that puck. He has been under a great amount of duress, doing his best to try and keep the Lions close. Face off to his right, and it's won by the Lions, but backhanded right back into the goal, where McClellan has to jump on it again. Kenston continues to control. This is the Bombers dumping into the near side corner. The Lions still trying to clear, and finally send it out to neutral ice, with icing is waved off as Whelan had a chance to get it. NDCL controlling just for a moment, but bodied off the puck, and here comes Kenston. Moores has it taken away. Davis. He'll skate in with some speed. Davis backhand a shot, and he scores! NDCL gets one back. It's Nick Davis. A great individual effort by Davis. The freshman beats Spavoda, and it's 4-2. An individual moment of brilliance by Nick Davis. And that is an improvement for the Lions. They get multiple goals on the board. Back underway. Pustai into the offensive zone. J.C. Pustai will skate in front. He shoots and he scores. J.C. Pustai answers for Kenston. And they're back up by 3. Pustai right to the front of the net and puts a backhanded shot behind McClellan. He has his own individual brilliance. Pustai had a 4-goal game against CVCA up at the pond in early December. At least it felt like a full 4-goal game. He had 2 breakaways against the Royals. Certainly when he gets near the front of the net, he knows how to beat the goaltender, and he did just that right there. 5 minutes gone here in the second period. It's 5-2 now. Kenston leading. Gavin Rowell into the corner. Rowell circles. Cross ice. Wide open. A shot and a save. Knocked out. J.C. Pustai denied that time. Offside. Long pass. Got to Rowell before he could completely exit the zone. And so we'll have a face-off in front of the Kenston bench. They'll actually bring it out to center ice. And drop the puck right there with 9:39 to go. Puck is sent into the defensive zone for Kenston. The Bombers are on it. Rowell, with some speed, enters the zone. Rowell to his left in the face-off circle. Reverses course. Cross ice pass. Centered is intercepted. Davis chips it forward. It's taken away though. Rowell has it again. Rowell. Long shot. McClellan stops that one. All the way down the ice, and Spavoda will have to play it. It's on goal. The Bombers, McBride sends it forward, finds Rowell again. Rowell, the leading scorer on this team. Sharp angled shot. McClellan makes the save. Loose in front. The Lions will clear it out. McBride. Pustai sends it forward. Rowell is lurking. O'Brien is there. He chips it ahead, looking for a teammate. They cannot clear, but they do finally. Initially, it was Goling who attempted it. Could not make the clearance, but a teammate did send it out, and Kenston starts over again. Pustai bodied off the puck. It's sent back in deep. McBride will have to range back on it. He's got it. Ticking down toward the 8-minute mark here in the second period. Reverses, near side. Luke Mack. NDCL with a chance. It goes wide. That's shot in by Goling. 5-2. Kenston. Rowell with speed into the offensive zone again. Actually, it's Luke Mack. Backhanded shot. Misses the net. Far side. Cleared by NDCL. But Luke Miller could not gain the zone. And now Rowell has it again. Halfway through this one, 7:30 to go, second period, halfway through the contest. Rowell winds up into the offensive zone. Deeks, but cannot finish. Did everything but score on that one. So 7:20 to go. Period number 2. Face-off will be to the left of McClellan. Nice save with the glove by McClellan. 27th shot of the afternoon. There's more coming. Ava Morris sends that forward. And the Lions clear down the ice. We'll have another icing with 6:55 to go when the clock stops. There's that glove save by McClellan. And he looks exhausted over there in the goal crease. Down on both knees. Gets himself back up. The Lions control the face-off draw. Nick Davis sends it around the near side. But it's sent right back in. Turned over, and a shot, another save by McClellan. Sturger. She'll chase it. Cannot navigate the puck up to a teammate. And now it trickles to another Lion. That's Davis. Davis again, who had the last goal. Gains the offensive zone. 1-on-4. Just puts a shot in Svoboda. And he handles it. Makes a stop. You watch the last save again by Nate McClellan. Unorthodox, but is getting it done for the most part. Miller dishes. It's sent forward. He finds Hollabaugh. 2-on-1. Hollabaugh will just send it wide in the corner. It's Nielsen who's got a goal, the first of the day. First of 5 for these Bombers. Sent toward the direction of Moores. O'Brien. Nice pass. Kicked ahead into the offensive zone. Miller centers, knocked down. He gets it back. Miller, still the Lions with some offensive pressure for the first time in a while since the Davis goal. It's dumped into the corner, and out with it for the moment was Kuzma. It's sent ahead, but kept in. And now taken out. Nielsen has it poke checked away. Loose puck. Sent up and out. And Nielsen dumps it right back in. Delayed offsides. However, Bombers will touch up. O'Brien is just going to ice it. give his team a break. Eddie Kuzma behind the play, goes for a dive, laid on the ice for a bit. We heard from the bench, hey, get up. The brass over there on the bench for Kenston not liking that move. 4:45 to go. Still only a 3-goal game. Iced once again with 4:33 to go. 3 more games to go this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying a bit of CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Kenston and NDCL in this one. The Bombers in control. An extra skater on the ice, and they have to get that skater off. Does NDCL? They do. And back underway. Pustai. Zigs and zags. That one's sent up, and it's going to have to be stopped by Svoboda. Leaves it for a teammate, but it was fluttering out there before Charlie McBride could range over it. He had some pressure from Gavin Napton. McBride all the way down the ice now. He's going to take a chance. Backhanded shot, stopped and sent up and out. McClellan gets a big hand of applause by the NDCL throng that is gathered here. Dumped back in. Mack will control behind his own net, or behind the net of McClellan, who will just scoop that one in for another stop. Another shot goes wide, near side. Loose puck in front. Sent up to the left point, dumped right back in, ricocheted in front. Pustai, I think that was lurking. You get to watch it again. So that might have been number 14, McBride, down low. Pustai is out on the wing right now. Face back one, back to Nielsen. Skates in, sends it forward. It's knocked down in front. Don't think that one got to the goal. Sent up and out. Icing is waved off. Chasing after it is Luke Miller. He's going to get there. Miller, does he have reinforcements? Gets hauled down. Shots off the outside of the iron. A second shot into the breadbasket of Svoboda. 3:06 to go. A chance right there for the Lions. And they resume play quickly. Controlled by NDCL. A shot attempt, but blocked and taken away by Pustai. Pustai gains the zone. Stick handles, shoots. It's high over the crossbar. Dumped back down by Rowell. Sent back up to the point. Connor Murphy will skate in. He'll take a chance. It goes wide. Davis will send it up. And icing. A lot of starts and stops in this one. Here's that last opportunity for NDCL. You take a look. Nick Svoboda was called upon to make the save. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in period number 2. Kenston 5, NDCL 2. Back underway. It's loose in front, controlled by the Lions. Hollabaugh could not gain the zone. It's loose. Sent back center ice and just dumped in. Murphy. Connor Murphy skates it out. with some open ice, gains the zone. Murphy to his right, still has it, centers. It's intercepted and sent forward. And Svoboda will watch this. He'll play it, and outlet. Nicholas Nyazov, haven't called his name much in the second period. Cross ice and sent in by Danny Offit. Offit to the corner. Dug out by Luke Miller. Miller evades Moores. Fans on it, still battling for the puck. It comes loose to a teammate, and the Lions will build out. Far side, Napton dumps it in deep. Sturger tries the center. Nobody waiting there, so Moore sees it go by her. And icing on Kenston. A minute 22 to go. A pair of goals this period. Nick Davis lit the lamp for the NDCL Lions. And then J.C. Pustai answered moments later for Kenston. That is where we stand right now. 4-1 after 1, 5-2 with a minute and 19 seconds to go in period 2. Pustai, one-on-one. Pustai tries the deke, has it taken away. Kept in at the point, though, by Murphy. Pustai has it again. Pustai into the corner. Centers. Rowell had it go between his legs. A rare misplay of the puck by Gavin Rowell. And here comes NDCL with a shot opportunity. Saved by Svoboda off of Hollabaw's stick. The Bombers cleared out to center ice. And now it's dumped back in low by Bryce Goling. Final 35 seconds coming up here of period 2. Into the corner. Hollabaugh try and dig it out. The Lions control up to the point. Shot toward the goal, deflected. Patrick O'Brien's down there. 20 seconds left. A collision. Davis. He'll send it toward the goal. It's cleared out of harm's way in front and iced by Kenston. 11 seconds to go. Face off to the right of Svoboda coming up. And now everybody's got to shimmy over to the left. The referee was at the other face-off dot. So Svoboda looks to his left. We'll play out the final 10 seconds. Right in front, Svoboda has to make a save right off that face-off. And it's cleared out. That's going to do it in period number 2. Single goals for each team. The buzzer sounds, and we have played 2. As you watch the replay there of that last save by Svoboda. At the end of 2 periods of play, the score is Kenston 5 and NDCL 2. With that, we're going to pause right now for another message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We'd love to meet you at CVCA. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. There are a number of admission events throughout the year for prospective families just like you. Plenty of opportunities to get a closer look and where you can register for an event, schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience. To do so, for more information, you can sign up. Please visit our website at cvcaroyals.org/admissions. You are tuned in to CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. It's the opener of day number 2. Intermission number 2. Kenston leading by a score of 5-2. During this second intermission, the Zamboni out on the ice. We've got about a 6.5-minute window remaining. We're going to come back and bring you highlights of the second period after the intermission break. But right now, we're going to put the intermission slide up on the screen. We've got about 5 minutes until we're back with you. We'll bring you those highlights and third period action from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. It's Kenston 5 and NDCL 2. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. It is the second intermission here in Garfield Heights with Kenston leading the NDCL Lions 5-2. About 50 seconds left here before the third period is set to resume, and we'll take a look at the 2 goals from the second period. Highlighting for you, here's Nick Davis on a great individual effort. Backhanded shot beats Svoboda to get NDCL within 4-2, but right after that, and here it is from the back of the camera angle. Great job by Davis, the freshman. J.C. Pustai arranged in, kind of duplicated the effort, but from a Kenston Bomber perspective, making it 5-2. And that's where we stand at the end of 2 periods of play. 1 period to go. Once again, we'll take a look at the schedule upcoming. This afternoon, Kilbourne and Avon set for the next game. Worthington-Kilbourne was in the nightcap last night. Dropped a 5-4 decision to CVCA Avon. And a big win against Aurora. A game which Max Stefano for Aurora made 51 saves. Despite losing 7-2, he faced 58 shots in that game for Avon. So Kilbourne and Avon coming up next at 2 o'clock. Normandy and Amherst, the 5 o'clock game tonight. CVCA and Aurora at 7 o'clock. We'll be back for 4 more games tomorrow and 4 more on Monday. Here, we've got 15 minutes left to go. We get ready for third period action. The Bombers already back, and the Lions making their way back into the arena. Looking ahead at Kenston's schedule coming up, they've got a matchup to look forward to on January 2nd at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, where they and the Aurora Greenmen will match up. That game will precede the Cleveland Monsters game on January 2nd. The Monsters that night will be playing, I think, Grand Rapids. There we go. Yours truly has tickets to that game, so we'll see if we can maybe get there early and pick up a little bit of Kenston and Aurora at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on January 2nd. Beyond that, the Bombers have Hudson and Olmsted Falls queued up, and Hudson a second time on January 12th. So the Hudson Explorers and the Bombers will meet up a pair of times here in the first 2 weeks of January. As for these NDCL Lions, looking ahead, they've got Twinsburg and then St. Ignatius Blue coming up on January 4th and January 11th, respectively. But they've got 2 games before that, plus another period to go here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. That Twinsburg game will be at home for NDCL, their home arena up in Mentor, the Mentor Civic Center. Twinsburg is the other home team here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. If you've been watching, you might pick up on the Twinsburg Tigers logo off to our right, the CVCA Lions logo off to our left. Tigers and Lions sharing. There are no Bears here. And we're underway, third period. Back comes Kenston. They can't enter the zone, and Patrick O'Brien will take a long shot from the left point. It's knocked away by Svoboda. O'Brien scored the opening goal. Second shot is knocked down in front. Never got to the goal, and here comes Kenston. Saved by McClellan off the blade of Eddie Kuzma. Loose puck behind the net is cleared up and out. Svoboda will have to play this. It's on net. He outlets. 5-2, Kenston. Long shot, glove down. Ranging after his own shot was Charlie McBride. McClellan freezes that puck, and we'll have a face-off with 14-17 to go in the third period. One back. Kuzma, shot is knocked down in front. Loose there with Pustai, tried to get something on it. His flat shot was deflected in the corner. Luke Mack Tries to control, loses it for the moment, but they swoop back in, do the Bombers, and regain control of the puck. Cross ice, Gavin Rowell unable to connect on that one. He had the back door wide open, where Rowell reconnect with the back of the net right there. Rowell puts in his third of the afternoon, and the Bombers score again. Time of the goal, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Gavin Rowell, he's got a laser. Last year in this tournament, Aurora's Will Fiffner had a couple shots like that. We thought he might have the hardest shot in the entire tournament. Gavin Rowell probably lobbying for that nomination, if there were such a thing, so far through nearly 2 games. 6-2, Kenston now. Early third period action. Ava Moores has it taken away, and a shot goes wide from the Lions, and it circles all the way back into the defensive zone. Skating around one and putting a shot on net was number 8, Nicholas Nyazov. McClellan makes the save and gets a pat on the head by Gavin Napton. Play will resume to the left of McClellan. Face off one back to the Lions. Taken away. Another shot, another save, as Nyazov puts that on net and ended up on his derriere. Sent forward. O'Brien will dump it in. Kept in and sent to the far side corner by Goling. Around the back of the net it goes. Goling bodies up one, but the puck is loose and sent forward and out of the zone, out of harm's way by the Bombers. Big hit right down below us. Laying the wood was Bryce Goling. The recipient was Nyazov. Here comes Davis. Davis's shot is deflected. Nice job by Carmela Nielsen to get in the way of that attempt. Davis gets it back and just sends it right back down low. Nielsen is there. Can't control though. Controlled by the Lions. Up to the point. Slap shot. Save. Second chance is saved again by Svoboda. Good attempt right there by Luke Miller. Here's that big hit. It may be 6-2, but NDCL still knows how to play hockey. This one's kept in, sent down low. Luke Miller did a nice job on the point. Cycled again back down low. And now the Bombers build out. Mack, 1-on-2, has it taken away for the moment. Nielsen, she'll skate in to the corner. Draws the attention of a pair of Lions, and it's taken away from her. NDCL will try and build out. Cross ice, Goling. Straddling the line was Miller. Goling's shot goes wide, gets it back, swings it around the far side boards. Taken away, and here comes Gavin Rowell. He of the 3 goals already. Rowell with speed in front. He'll shoot. Saved by McClellan. Rowell's denied goal number 4 for the moment. Six to 2, Kenston on top. Danny Offit awaits for the Bombers. They drop the puck down. Davis will sweep it behind the net to the near side corner. Bombers control. Nielsen sweeps it to the far side. Davis is there first. Nick Davis retreats. Start out the other direction. Skates around Ava Morris. Sends it forward. He finds a teammate. It's Napton. Gains the zone. Takes a long shot. It's blocked down by Svoboda. Centering attempt. Trickles to number 13, Culbertson. Kai Culbertson, haven't mentioned him for a while. Clara Sturger into the corner. Digs the puck out, tries the center. It's knocked down. Still loose on the near side boards. It trickles to the corner. Sturger centers in front. Unable to get much on that. Was Napton. Right idea by Sturger, though. Here comes Nyazov. Puts a shot on goal. Another save by McClellan. Loose in front again. Trickles to the far side, and Davis will send it back out. 10 minutes to go. Nyazov, one-on-one, hits the post. And that is cleared out into the bench. His bodies scatter for NDCL. Nicholas Nyazov off the iron right there. Face off all the way back to Svoboda. Hill outlet. Rowell will scoop the puck up, and he'll wind up. Here comes Gavin Rowell. 3 goals today into the offensive zone. Rowell skates around the entire NDCL team. Finally finds an open man, but the pass off the mark, and having to range back is Trey Wieland. Whelan turns it over. Patrick O'Brien will just dump it in deep. McBride for the Bombers. The sophomore enters the zone. He's bodied up. The puck trickles into the corner. McBride goes back after it. He's going to dig it out, centers, but it goes to an NDCL line who will angle it forward. And icing is the call with 8:54 to go here in the third period. You see the Facebook logo up there? One of our gremlins today is the inability to get that sponsor logo to rotate, but you can follow us on social media, on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram by searching for the handle @CVCA Livestream. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, also @CVCA Livestream on YouTube. Here comes Clara Sturger. She gains the zone for a moment, but it's poke checked out and sent back in before she cleared the zone, so offsides on NDCL. We got a penalty. Interference is the call, and the captain of the Bombers is going to go into the box, Gavin Rowell. And so a power play for NDCL, first since the first period. 2 minutes. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes and actually 6 minutes and 26 seconds. So NDCL in the 5-on-4 man advantage, and that's gloved down by Svoboda. On the penalty kill, the Bombers have possession of the puck. And Luke Bustais is happy to skate around with it and finally dump it in deep. They call icing, but they should not have. There was a penalty kill. Actually, they call play with a high stick is what apparently the call is. That is the call. So it'll be a defensive zone faceoff for NDCL. Mack wins the draw back to Bustais. He's going to take a shot. That's up into the rafters, comes straight back down, doesn't touch anything, so we play on. Whelan takes an attempt, and it's saved by McClellan. Shorthanded opportunity right there as the clock stops with 8 minutes to go. This one's one back to NDCL. Sent around behind the net where Davis has it. He'll try and start out. Sends it forward looking for Hollabaugh. It's poked away from him, and Hollabaugh's got a battle for it. Sent ahead to Luke Miller, who's now on his horse into the offensive zone. Miller on the power play. Has it poked away from him, and Kenston's going to clear. And they're going to counter. Kostel into the offensive zone. Backhanded to Mack. Nice play there, but swept away from Mack, who got tangled up. And NDCL's just going to ice it on the power play. They wave off the icing for some reason. Now Davis will dump it in. But right to a Bomber does the puck fall. Sent forward. Mack's going to skate in. Mack shoots. A good save by McClellan as it ricochets into the corner. 25 seconds to go on the penalty time to Rowell. Meanwhile, Luke Mack dishes to Kostel. Kostel finally bodied up, but Mack has it called to him, and all NDC can do is send it down the ice. Svoboda will play. He'll outlet, looking for Kostel. 6 seconds to go on the penalty time. Back to 5-on-5 hockey right now as Rowell is released. 6:34 to go in the third period. 6-2. Kenston leads. Nothing doing that time on the penalty on the power play for NDCL, and Rowell had 2 minutes to rest, and he winds up and scores. With speed, Gavin Rowell comes in, and he's the best player on the ice today. Gets his 4th goal of the afternoon. And you can see as he ranges right into the zone, right from the slot, and beat the goaltender McClellan. McClellan plays a lot of this game on his knees, kind of a newer goaltender, it appears. And that leaves the upper side of the goal open a lot. And if you can laser that shot in, you're going to score more than your fair share of goals. And that's Gavin Rowell's recipe today with 4 of the 7 goals for the Kenston Bombers. 7-2, Kenston leading now. Their biggest lead of the afternoon. 1 more goal for the Bombers will put us into a running clock situation. Clara Sturger pokes it forward. Hollabaugh makes an attempt. It's blocked into the corner. Joshua Hollabaugh tries to get it back. He's bodied off the puck. Taps at it. It comes to Kenston. Oh, a big hit in the open ice area. And a penalty coming for interference. Clara Sturger headed to the box. And she'll sit for 2 minutes. We got a replay on that one, guys? We do. We'll take a look right here. Sturger came up and left her imprint. This is going to cost her 2 minutes of playing time in the box. Power play opportunity for Kenston. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes and 12 seconds. 5:48 to go here in the third period. NDCL clears that down the ice. Almost misplayed by Svoboda. He lives to tell about it. He had Luke Miller bearing down on him. Carmela Nielsen with a goal. Skates forward. Gains the zone. Bodied off the puck and off her skates. She's back up though. Davis stick handles. Trying to skate out of the zone on the penalty kill. And he will. Davis sends a long shot that has to be sticked aside by the goaltender Svoboda. Minute 18 to go, and the penalty to Clara Sturger. Sharp angled attempt by Kuzma. He centers, knocked aside in the slot. Ava Moores was lurking there in front of the goal, but the line's clear down the ice. Luke Mack will range back and get it. We're down to 4:35 to go in this third period. Kenston leading 7-2. Mack with speed. He's going to skate right in and he's going to score. Luke Mack will put us into running clock territory with the 8th goal of the afternoon for the Kenston Bombers a power play goal. You see Matt gain the zone right here, and that wide side of the net was wide open. He beats McClellan. 8-2, Kenston. And so now the clock will run unless NDCL can close within the 6-goal deficit. Rowell still on the ice. He'll shoot again. Blocker save for McClellan. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this contest. Davis sends it up. Rowell sent another one, and he gets another goal, his 5th of the afternoon. 9-2. McClellan got a piece of that one, but could not prevent it from getting by him. The Bombers are going to get another win. It will be the 10th win of the season for the Kenston Bombers. They'll go to 10-6-2 on the season. NDCL is going to fall to 4-8-1. 3.5 to go. And right in again. This one goes wide. Nyazov couldn't get it on target. From the point, another shot goes wide off the blade of Charlie McBride. Patrick O'Brien in the offensive zone. Gets a shot off and gloved down by the goaltender Svoboda. You get the view of Svoboda, the goaltender. Had a beat on that one. 41 shots for the Bombers. They may not be done. That one trickles all the way. Icing is waved off. Final 2.5. Once again, coming up next, Worthington, Kilbourne, and Avon. That game starting at 2 o'clock. You can tune back in here to CVCA Livestream. The Wolves looking to get their first win here in Northeast Ohio, and their first win of the Christmas tournament. Avon with a win under their belts. Already looking to go 2-0. Final 2 minutes. Cross ice pass. Sturger has it poked away. And the puck goes back into the defensive zone. Kenston is on it. It's sent forward, and Luke Mack can't control. Back out to the center ice. Offsides. Whelan into the zone too quickly as the clock continues to wind down. Good effort today again by NDCL. They avoided the running clock until the final 4.5 minutes today. They're not going to get the result they want in the scoreboard, but certainly any day at the hockey rink, you come out with an opportunity to play, to skate and improve, and they've had that. Hopefully playing these tougher teams will benefit them in the Blue South Division as they continue to compete with the Twinsburgs and the Cleveland Heights and the Bays of the world and the rest of their schedule. Final 50 seconds. Hustai, his shot is knocked down. And there's been no quit in the effort all weekend by these Lions. Right down to the final minute here. Davis sweeps it behind the net. And it's poked out. Svoboda with one more outlet. Perhaps one more rush into the offensive zone. Here comes the Bombers. Shot gloved up by the goaltender McClellan and sent back down to Svoboda again. Icing against Kenston, and by the time they retrieve this puck and bring it down, the clock is going to run out, and so we will go final. And there's the buzzer. Final score today, the Bombers 9 and Kenston defeating the Lions from NDCL with 2. Kenston 9, NDCL 2. Second win of the tournament for the Kenston Bombers. And NDCL will be back again to play tomorrow and Monday. See if they can improve upon their result. They did today compared to yesterday. Yesterday, an 11-1 loss to Amherst Steel. They have played perhaps the two most difficult teams in this tournament so far. So they should hold their heads high. The NDCL Lions, the Kenston Bombers, will head home and look forward to a meeting tomorrow with Amherst Steel in what should be a highly competitive matchup on Sunday afternoon. But here, that's the final. And we're going to go to break here, transition to our setup for the next game. So we ask you that you tune in again in about 45 minutes. We'll be back online for the next game between Worthington Kilbourne and Avon. For now, this is Tim Nichols for the CVCA Livestream crew, thanking you for watching. Once again, final score today, Kenston 9, NDCL 2. So long.